My friends, we are hitting an area right now that is so complicated and so different and so beyond the usual subject matter. I'm going to spend some time with it. I think you will enjoy it, and it's critical that you understand how this works. Take what we talked about initially regarding that of Erika Kirk or Charlie and TPUSA. Expand it, throw in the Candace mix and all of the Candace subsidiaries and all of the Candace inspired versions, if you will. Expand upon that. Also look at what's happened. She has been calling into account the Trump administration and the American policy regarding Middle East, allegiance to Israel, allegiance to blind MAGA adherents and the like. There's also been a version, kind of a split from some pretty good historic, not diehards, but folks like Tucker Carlson and others, Marjorie Taylor Greene. And what we are seeing today in particular, did you see the press conference that President Trump had today? Today was one of the most important moments ever. And not in a good way. Not in a good way. I want you to understand something. Anybody who has watched me for wherever will tell you, I will always tell you what I feel. I will never say something that I think that I would say just because, I think they'll like this. I think this is commensurate with their way of thinking. If I don't believe it, I won't say it. Sometimes if there's bad information or information which you might like or not like, I don't know. I can only tell you what I think I see, what I believe, not what I think I wish to be true, not which makes me happy, but what I see to be happening. And let me tell you something right now. Something is a brew. This has nothing to do with Candace per se, nothing to do with Erika. We'll get to that in a moment because that thing is just, I've never seen anything implode like this ever. But what we are seeing is for the first time, and we saw it today, a lot of folks are saying that President Trump is losing it. We're talking about the 25th Amendment. I'm not necessarily of that mindset. What I'm interested in is I'm telling you what people are saying. There's always been a group of people who've said that to an extent. There's always been folks who said this. There's always been a group who've thought he was crazy in this. I'm hearing a different tenor right now. And if you hear today what happened, it was, I thought, not good. There is something that the president must do. You must act presidential. These expletive tirades on Truth Social is just, no. It's not good. It flies in the face of those adherents to him, those fans, those acolytes perhaps, who've said, no, he's acting fine. But when he acts like this, it feeds this notion of what's happening. It feeds this idea. And I'm not talking about from the left. I don't care about the left. The left's gonna hate him no matter what. I'm not looking there. I'm looking at what's happening elsewhere. And I'm looking at what's happening in people who are Republicans, people that I know, people who have been either staunch Republicans, staunch Trump files, Trump acolytes, and the like. I'm going to say this. If I repeat myself, please forgive me, my dear friend, because we have a lot of new folks, and I appreciate our new family members. You don't know me necessarily. So you're wondering, okay, I got this guy. He's whatever. I will more often than not confuse you and either disappoint you, but because I have no, how do I say this? I have no doctrine or label. The situation dictates where I am now. I can think something. I can have an ideology regarding war, but if it doesn't exist, you're never going to see it. But it's not an ideology that I have about war. It's how you apply that to the situation at hand. And I do not understand what this was. You know what the story was today? The official story, let me tell you, the official story is that how we saved miraculously through daring do two downed pilots in nothing short of miraculous, and that is wonderful. And I am not going to dispute it, because in as much as everybody thinks they're brilliant, I really have not had any military briefing. So when I tell you something, I can only tell you what I'm hearing. I can't tell you the truth one way or the other. I would like to think that's happening. I'd like to think that we have something to be proud about. I would like to think that our brave military did a great job. I don't know. What other people are saying, whom I respect, immediately I'm listening to people like Scott Ritter, Judge Napolitano, Alex Jones. Now remember, let me just explain something to you. I listen to everybody. Robert Barnes was very, very good. I'm listening to people. Jimmy Dore, terrific. People who are not necessarily Jimmy Dore and Alex Jones. Is Jimmy left? I don't know. These names, these directions don't mean anything. Is Candace left? Right? What does this mean? I don't know. These words don't matter anymore. But what they are saying, and a lot of people are saying, is that this was actually a botched attempt to seize uranium. The reason why these weird aircraft were flying around was because that's not what they were there for. They were there to rescue the pilots after the uranium move failed. Okay. Does it matter? Well, it matters. Does it matter what the truth is? No. It matters what people are saying. It matters what people are thinking. Let me say that again. I don't care what the truth is. It's what people think the truth is. That's all. I don't care whether President Trump is crazy. It's whether they think he's crazy. Because if they think he's crazy, they're going to react accordingly. They're going to do something, which is a problem. They're going to do something to respond to somebody they think is crazy. And a lot of people are saying stuff about Biden. Biden may not have known where he was. Biden may not, he would walk around basically incontinent, but Biden never went into these long, profane screeds. Oh, he sniffed people's hair and was sexually inappropriate. So what I'm saying is, you're hearing, I'm interested in what people are thinking. Let me say that again. Always listen to what people are saying. Listen to the mood. Listen to what's going on. Listen to where we are, because we have a couple of things. Midterms coming up, and we'll talk about the Candace thing. But I want you to listen right here. Question number one for you to get an idea. Now, let me just tell you something. This is not pro-Trump. It's not anti-Trump. It's not MAGA. It's not anything. I don't stand for anything but the truth. I'm a political atheist. I don't have any party. I don't have any, whatever happens, happens. I am an American. The parties came about without my okay. Nobody okayed me. Nobody said, what do you think about these parties? I don't know. I'm not Fox News or MS Now or any of that stuff. I don't believe any of that. I only watch them sometimes to get an idea of where this thing is going. Quick run right now. Quick run out of the people watching right now, and I thank you for being. What, approve of Trump? Yes, 1, 2, no. Let me just go through it. And just give me, don't say anything but 1. Do you approve of President Trump or don't approve of him? Number 2. 1, I approve. 2, I don't. Just go down. Don't say anything. I want to see only a number. 1 or 2. That's it. I see a 2. 2. Look at this. I got a 1. Don't write no. There's always somebody who will say no. Okay, 2, 2, 2. Look at this. See what we're doing? Okay. So this is where we're going. You can read for yourself. This kind of gets a read of the room. Now remember, you got to ask the question, approve of him for what? As opposed to now, as opposed to what's going on. Let's take what's going on regarding Iran. Do you feel like it is? I cannot tell you, my friends. I'm going to tell you number 1. I cannot tell you what our mission is. I don't know what our mission is. I don't know what we're doing. I don't know what we are doing. Somebody said, I'm politically homeless. I like that. I don't know where this bellicosity comes from, where the pugnacity comes from, where we have to go after Iran and their this and the way they treat their women. Since when do we give a shit about how people care for their people? We don't care about that. We've never cared about that. Please don't tell me that. In 2005, I would go on TV and I would scream and talk about how something was in the DRC, the Democratic Republic of the Congo, how women during war were savaged. I can't say what happened to them with bayonets and the like, but they were savaged. And this country did nothing. Could have sent a couple of airships just to clear them up. It was brutal. Women with fistulas and internal. Thank God for American physicians who went, these women were brutalized as of war. I can't tell you what they were doing. You can imagine. So don't tell me that all of a sudden we hate because a woman is shot or beaten. Allegedly, I'm assuming, if you say it's true, I'm sure it happened, because she didn't cover her hair. America doesn't care about that. Please don't insult my intelligence. It's not that I'm saying it's okay. Do not tell me that you want me and our folks to go to war because of that. We don't care. Number two, I don't care what they say. Death to America. Who isn't saying that? It's part of being America. We have what? 80, 800, 750 military bases around the world in 80 countries? Are you kidding me? Did you hear about the school that was where the girls were killed in Iran? Have you heard this story? This is what they're saying. Remember what I'm saying to you. I don't care whether it's true or not. This is what they're saying. They're saying America was it Tomahawk missiles, whatever the particular ordinance was, that we did this. We did this. This is what they're saying. Remember, I can't say it enough. We're also saying that people are saying more and more and more. And I've never heard more people say, what does Israel have to do with our geopolitical foreign policy? I had the unique opportunity of sitting with young people who, for some reason, looked to me almost like a granddad. And I said, what do you think? What are the questions you have? And all of them asked the question, not in a mean way, certainly not in an anti-Semitic way, but in a very sincere way. What is our connection to Israel? Why are we there? Explain this to me. The most innocent question. Why? Because they're hearing it all the time. What is anti-Semitic? What does that mean? Why are we doing this? What does this mean? What do these terms mean? In 38 years, 38 of being, this is my 39th year, of being one way talk show or just in any way, from radio talk show, from the days of Rush Limbaugh, working with Rush Limbaugh at WABC, all the way WOR, from IATA, from internet radio, and then everything you could just, every version, iteration, TV, and name it. I never, ever heard the word Zionism until now. I hear it every 5 minutes. What does that mean? Listen to what it means. I'm not commenting. Listen. Listen to what people are saying about our country, about our focus, about where we're going, about our direction. Listen to how people, diehard, absolute, diehard MAGA folks, Marjorie Taylor Greene and others, are saying, this is crazy. This is not, something's not right. He's not right. Susie Wiles is saying, do something. J.D. Vance is saying, I don't like what's going on here. You're going to have, maybe people are hoping for some kind of a coup. You have people who are lickspittles, bootlickers, obsequious, sycophantic, fawning toadies like Pete Hegseth, who will say whatever he has to say to win the president's favor. Anything. They get up there and they say this. You're talking about obliterating a nation, making it a parking lot. You're intimating the use of nuclear war. Do I have to explain that to you? Do you know what would happen if Vladimir Putin ever threatened? One time he said, remember, in today's war, it is very easy for things to go wrong. Not for things to go wrong. And people that, he's intimating, he's suggesting, he is suggesting the possibility of nuclear war. He's a madman. And all he said was, be careful. Not me. That wasn't a threat. You might have taken it as a threat. Trump comes out and he deliberately says, you've got till 8 o'clock tomorrow. I will go after everything, your power plants. You will be living in darkness. This isn't, what are you doing? What is going on here? To the morons of the world who say, that's great. That's 5D chess. That's 4D, depending upon your dimensions. Well, figure string theory is 11 dimensions. Susie Wiles is saying, this is crazy. This is nuts. You've got people who are, in fact, there was a slew of generals who were fired, and they believe that they were fired over the notion of this last attempt at this move. This is what people are saying. I don't know. To try to secure uranium. Now, we're not. Did you watch the news conference today? Watch it. Watch it. I submit to you. I have a new plan. Instead of make America great again, I want to make Trump Trump again. I don't know what I'm hearing. I don't know who this man is. The man that I liked is the one who said, you can hear him. And they, of course, they have these strung together, these incredibly poignant versions of what he had said. But some of them were something to the effect of, the Middle East policy is insane. It has nothing to do with America. This is what he said. This is what the president said. This was, and people were saying, yes. I don't know what's happening. I don't know where we're going. I hope, this is what I hope. I hope that what he's saying is complete and utter bluff. That he wants to scare people. That he wants to tell people, you better either unleash. By the way, the Strait of Hormuz is open. It was until you started attacking whatever it was. But I hope what he's doing is that he's scaring somebody. I hope that he does something to let people know, to involve himself in something that pushes people away from further, whatever it is. I'm not going to go through the sequencing of this. But what Iran is saying, remember, this is not what's true, what they're saying. What other people are saying is, we're not going to negotiate with you because last time, in the middle of negotiating with you, that's when you attacked us. This is what everybody in the world is saying. So let me ask you something. I turn to you. What do you think happens? What do we do? What do we do? What happened? And I'm serious about this. We have to speak up. This world, listen, I want to be able to live in freedom where we can talk about Candace Owens. We can talk about Erika. We can talk about things that maybe aren't life and death, but are still nonetheless fascinating. And the future of our country, the future of the world, the future of grandchildren and children depend on how we get this right, if we get this right. This is not a joke. This isn't a joke. This isn't about, there's no label for this. This is not Trump derangement. Believe me, Believe me, I have, and most of us have. We have suffered tremendously. I have been canceled from everything you can imagine. And I said, doesn't matter. I am not going to be in the position. I am not going to fight any further. I'm not going to allow myself to let anybody tell me what I should and shouldn't believe. I don't care what it is. But this is important. And we have a brand new generation. Do you hear what they're saying? Do you hear what people are saying? And Candace, there is a faction of people today that are changing the world. There was a time in this country where this group called the Beatles changed everything, when Prince changed everything, when hip-hop and rap, and you may not have liked it, you may not have understood it, you may have said, well, that's not my cup of tea. But this is a group of people, and what they are right now is fiercely religious, fiercely fundamental. Now, I'm using these terms a little expansively, but nonetheless good. And there are people who are saying, we want things the way they used to be. We want America first. I say America only. There is no other thing other than America. It's not first, it's only. Others we'll get to later on. It's triage. We're the only ones. We're the only ones. Yes, it'd be nice if everybody got along and we have allies, but we're done with this. We are the most powerful country in the world. We may not be able to conquer every square inch of it. We may not be able to conquer every square inch of energy or big tech or intellectual property because because we're in bed with Wall Street and banks and big tech. That doesn't affect you. That doesn't make you any better. I'm all for something that makes you more powerful, you richer. Whether Sam Altman secures something, I don't know. Do you know that Mark Zuckerberg is working on a multi-gazillion, the biggest energy deal ever, energy center, with Mike Johnson in Louisiana? And when my beloved wife and all of her family members go not only to meet with the president, but with Congress, and we say, wait a minute, why hasn't Mike Johnson met with us? Because they're in bed with Zuckerberg. You're not going to see a dime of that. It has nothing to do with you. They fool you into thinking that. They try to convince you that, oh, no, this makes America great. No, it doesn't. It has nothing to do with you. Nothing. You know better than that. You know what's going on. I want America to be strong and great, a strong economy. But if I don't feel it and you don't feel it, I don't care about it. I don't care about Jamie Dimon. I don't care about these people. That's not what I want. They're doing everything in their power. You look at that entire White House, from Lutnick to Jared Kushner, to name it. Do you think these folks are looking out for me? What I will never forget, as long as I live, Jared Kushner saying that he was intimating something about making Gaza oceanfront property, or I thought, that's Gettysburg. That's no. We're no. I didn't just hear that. I know. I can't believe this. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. Let me tell you something. It doesn't affect you. Vietnam had nothing to do with us. I know this. Nothing. It was I don't know who, the McGeorge Bundys and the McNamaras and their version of neocons. This communism, this insanity of communism spreading through Indochina. What are you talking about? It was a civil war. We've been through this before. We can't let it happen again. And we keep making the same mistake over and over. We've got, and then in the meantime, we've got some rocket ship with a bad toilet going to the moon. I don't recognize this place anymore. Do you? I don't recognize it. Now, if you think that's is this conservative? Do you see what's happening right now? Let me tell you something, and listen carefully. This is the most important thing in the world. We are going to speak. We are going to rise up. Now, what we're called, I don't know. You come up with a name. Conservatives, I don't want to use that word. I don't like that word. It's misleading. Liberals, of course not. Truth seekers, truth warriors, I don't know. I don't know what we're called. I don't understand it. But I do know this. You better pay attention to us. You better pay very careful attention, because you're going to see something. And let me go back to what's going on. It started off with this group of people who kind of came together initially through some other people. Believe it or not, the first, I'd say maybe it was Tucker. Because what happened was, years ago, even long ago, when Alex Jones, I know let me tell you something, he's saying stuff right now that I know you're going to agree with. He's back to Alex again. He's saying things that make complete and total sense. But it may have been for different motivations. Sometimes you can always ask, well, is there a motivation? I don't know. You always hear about stuff. I heard the other day, there's some talk. And again, this is not necessarily to verify this, but to give you an idea of what's being said. They're saying, what's with this Pam Bondi? Is it because of the Epstein thing? Is it because of what? And other people are saying, no, it's because of her connection to Scientology. Now I'm thinking, where the hell did that come from? Oh, yeah. Again, I'm not saying it's true. I'm saying this is what they're saying. There's a whole other world out there. There are movements within this. There is a schism that is happening. There's the old version, and then there's the new. And there are people who figure that they love Trump, as well they should. They've known him for a long time. He's been a friend, and he's been terrific. And the Trump that was Trump initially, the firebrand, the maverick, what we're seeing now, it's not working. Many people are saying they don't recognize it. Susie Wiles and others. I'm telling you. So all of a sudden, there were these people. Remember people like that? What's that Tim Pool guy? Is he even around anymore? I don't know. Ben Shapiro here, and this guy over there. Glenn Beck, and that's good. Popular, very good. Steve Bannon and others. Very, very, again, very, very popular. But not just popular. Megyn Kelly she was there. And then all of a sudden, I'm telling you, you can laugh if you want. All of a sudden, there was this Tucker Carlson who kind of rose from the top. There he came. And he was the guy who was on Fox. And he started to say things that nobody said. And Rupert Murdoch and those guys said, And that's why they fired him. They thought it might have been could it have been a part of some type of Dominion deal? I don't know. They were saying that. The Orban case, he was going off into areas that people said, what is he talking about? This is Fox News. Viktor Orban. Wait a minute. This is because Tucker was his own man. And Tucker was interested in all kinds of things, in UFOs, and 9/11, and black box, and it was wonderful, and it was fantastic. And he just said, you know what? And the best thing they did to him was fire him, because he was constricted, and he took people with him. And then he took, I don't want to say an evangelical, but he took a very, very strong position regarding religion and God and Christianity. It was powerful. Okay. Interesting. And Candace Owens was always there. Always. Always powerful. Always broke away. Very strong. But she basically, it's funny when you see this development. She was always someplace else. She worked with Ben Shapiro over there. Prager here. She was just, she's very young. She was just coming up the ranks. Broke away, did her own thing. And at first was the Macron thing, Brigitte Macron. And while people, I thought, found it interesting, brave to be sure, relevant, especially in view of what's happening with kids, it wasn't anything, at least in my mind, that was truly, they showed her genius. It was a subject which was, nobody lost any sleep over it. It just was one of those things that, I guess, okay. It was kind of funny, and then the lawsuits happened, and the documentaries, and it was really, really good. But it never grabbed people. It wasn't something that where you said, I'm going to go to the wall for this one. I feel something. What Brigitte Macron did or didn't do, I feel it. I share the outrage. Okay. September the 10th of last year, Charlie Kirk is eliminated in front of everyone. They still don't know how important he was. They still don't get it. I get it. You get it. Candace gets it. Erika Kirk doesn't get it. TPUSA doesn't get it. And then all of a sudden, she says, wait a minute, hold it. Put this Brigitte business on hold. Tucker, we'll get back to you in a moment. What is this? And then she started to say, wait a minute. I knew Charlie. I loved him. I don't think romantically, as a friend. They were very close. He was the bellwether, the vanguard. He was the tip of the spear in a movement that galvanized young people, brought them together like nobody's ever seen. Singularly, the most important, he was his own movement. And people said, uh-oh, we got to make sure this guy is on our side. Because if he's not on our side, there was an old expression. Remember when Lyndon Johnson spoke about J. Edgar Hoover, he says, it's better to have him on the outside the inside pissing out than the outside pissing in. And that was Charlie. You don't want him as your enemy. And then there was all kinds of talks from people who thought they owed Charlie, they owned him. You're going to say this, and you're going to take your evangelical, eschatological, end of time, Christian Zionism, whatever you want to call it, please, it's up to you. And you're going to do this. And the perception was that he said, no, he rebuffed it, he rebutted it. He said, no, I don't want to do that. I'm feeling I don't like what's going on. And then the next thing you know, shortly thereafter, he was eliminated. And there are people who believe the two are connected. There may not be any clear evidence of it, but they will always believe there was a connection. Very powerful. Uh-oh. Now you've got this person that is loved by millions of people who never were really, they were politically active, but not like this. They were politically active. They were politically focused. They zeroed in on it, but they really didn't have, well, now they are. And they're saying, who killed Charlie? That's what they're saying. Who did it? Who can tell us? Everybody was like this, oh, I don't know. Well, TPUSA, who, do you know? Do you really know? Do you? Well, we rather not. Wait a minute. That guy. Tyler Robinson. Yeah, that's it. That's the ticket. And the story, we'll go through this later on. So that's the guy. And they huddled. I think, I wasn't there. And somebody, I think most probably they said, whatever you do, you better live and breathe. Tyler Robinson is the guilty guy, and you better pray he's convicted or he is somehow neutralized either through conviction or through some other method, because that is our ticket out of here. They're looking at us. They're not buying this. He's the guy. It's critical that he gets convicted. Do you understand that? Yes. Do you understand? Do I make myself clear? It's also critical that he is not the problem anymore. Does that make any sense to you? Have I made myself clear? Yes. Are you sure? Either way. And that's why they're absolutely adamant. They have nothing to say. They don't even know the facts of the case. Okay. Then at the same time, who emerges out of nowhere? Somebody and nobody really thought about. I mean, you knew about it, but you weren't paying attention. Erika. Erika shook the branches, or it just said, okay, folks, if you don't understand what's going on, if you don't understand the utter bullshit that's going on right now, watch this. This is Erika Kirk. And people were just, they couldn't believe it. They've never seen somebody who is so creepy, weird, seemingly mendacious, counterfeit, lying, just weird. I mean, and has a vault of bullshit through the years, categorized and documented like you can't believe. It's like, where have you been all my life? People said, now I like this. What's this thing called? It's called the internet. What's this thing called? It's called YouTube. Okay. And then Candace was still kind of like, okay, wait a minute. I'm not really there yet. Until they turned on her. They didn't understand this. Brigitte Macron, Candace would have gone away, but it would have been. But they went after her. And when you go after her, you're signing your death warrant. You're signing your death warrant. You're just. And so going after John Jones and UFC or something, like, what are you doing? He's going to kill you. You're going to be killed. You don't understand this. Now, enter Erika and Candace. Candace takes that moment and pulls everybody in. People who didn't know anything about this. People who say, we love this. Come on. And it was the greatest story ever. It's still it. We're not even done yet. But here's the deal. Here's Candace. She's just exploding. Not only because of her own particular ideology, her own way of thinking, but because of this attraction that she has caused by virtue of what we're doing here. It's like nothing anybody has seen. It's like nothing anybody has seen. She's bigger than anything. And then she said, I'm going to show you some analysis you can't believe. Why? Because Erika decided, I'm gonna be a big shot. I'm gonna show you what I'm doing. I'm gonna show you what I'm just what kind of a behemoth I am. And we're just off to the races. Now when everybody's here, and Candace has everybody's attention, guess what? She then says, oh, I want to talk about MAGA. And I think these people are crazy. And I think what's happening and this, okay. Why? Because they love Candace. And if Candace wants to talk about Zionism or this or MAGA or conservatism or a Catholic church or whatever it is, there are more people watching her than ever before. She has got it. They will say whatever she wants. You got it, Candace. You got it. You got it. If Candace says, I want you all to practice philately, they'll say, great. What the hell is that? I don't know, but we're in. Why? Because it's Candace. You think I'm exaggerating? You think I'm exaggerating? You do, don't you? You don't know how this goes. She is hands down. Oh. And she's now brought people in. So let me tell you something. They're going to have to somehow, if you want to enjoy a political swath, and by the way, Fox News crowds and others, they don't understand it. They think they still run the show. They think, Rupert Murdoch thinks that they run the show because people will watch and they say, well, I agree with it. And all my friends watch it. They agree with it. So everybody must be watching. Let me tell you something. When I hear people talk about nuclear bombs, I go berserk. Absolutely berserk. You hear what I'm saying? I go berserk. And this is the most important thing in the world. This has nothing to do, remember, I call it the way it is. I don't care what anybody thinks should be or if this is correct or not. It doesn't matter. What matters, what's critical is the fact that this is what people actually think. We're in for something big right now. Big. And tomorrow at 8 o'clock or whenever it is, when that deadline hits, what's the president going to do? What's he going to do? And if he doesn't do something, nobody's going to believe him. Does he feel like somebody's pushing him? Does he feel this? What is it? I don't know. I heard something today which to many people sounded like this grandiosity, like somebody who wants to be the general, who wants to be Patton or something. I don't know. How anybody can listen to Pete Hegseth, I will never know. How anybody can look at that and say, this guy? No, I don't understand. Now, Erika Kirk is so done, and she doesn't realize it. Candace has declared war on her and TPUSA and MAGA. Let me tell you the latest. People are still trying to figure out. Candace inspired people to come forward and to spend so much time. Everybody knows, Baron Coleman is terrific. I mentioned some other great folks. There's one that is absolutely phenomenal. This is Valhalla VFT. You seen this feller? Military Special Forces. Oh, dear God, did you see him destroy the sheriff of Baghdad, that Shrek, whatever? I mean, oh, man. It's almost like stolen valor, but in respect. So many great. This is Jimmy Dore. Jimmy Dore, who knew? He's like Mr. Ballistics expert now. He's fantastic. Laying the groundwork. I mentioned this Daily Freddo, Freddo. Just go down the list. I mentioned this Nissi, Coach Colin, all this. Okay. But the one that I really like, and of course, A.D. Fleet, who was out of control. And by the way, please, anybody else is wonderful. Anybody else who you can bring. So, what's interesting to note is the following. This is interesting. They said that one of the things that bothers people the most is the evidence. Where is this evidence? Why are you going to put this guy? Why are you going to get this guy? How do I say this? What did he do? You got him on two things. Confession, and the rifle. Remember that? Confession and the rifle. Confession. We'll get to the confession. The confession, by the way, it seems like, did you read the affidavit? It seems like the affidavit that's in the actual indictment, the aggravated murder, it seems, well, we talk to the parent, and the mother says, hey, is that you? That looks like you. Hey, send us a picture of that rifle. It's the most polite, Waltons-like stuff you've ever heard. It's insane. Absolutely, positively insane. All right. So one of the things that people were saying was, and Valhalla mentioned this. He said, "Isn't it funny that the gun sniffing dogs never found the rifle? Isn't that something? Isn't it something? He never found the rifle." And he, by virtue of his special forces training, Green Beret training, said that these dog or gun sniffing dogs can find a molecule of gunpowder a mile away. If there was anything, if you had a freshly fired gun anywhere, they would have found it. Well, they didn't. And what do you think the reason for that was? Because the gun, the rifle, the Mauser 98 wasn't fired. It wasn't fired. That's why the dogs missed it. Why would it be there? Why? Well, maybe he brought him in. I don't know. So not only, let me go through this. Not only was the bullet mismatched or not matched or not connected, whatever you want to call it, whatever you want to call it. Not only was that it wasn't fired. That's why they didn't do it. Which one do you want to take? You want to tell the jury? You want to tell the judge? In a motion to suppress, the first thing they're going to do is say, you had better not even think about introducing that rifle. First of all, there was no connection to anything retrieved from the body, the cervical neck, the area of our friend, Mr. Kirk, the poor Mr. Kirk. Not only was that not the case, not only was there nothing connected with it, but it wasn't even fired. And you never even checked it. You never checked it. If it was, I mean, it's just, and he'd be the first one I call as a witness. And I would say, please, sir, if you could, look exactly the way you do. The beard, the tats, may be tough in a courtroom, but I want you to sit there and show these people, I know what I'm talking about. And it's pure, naked fact. It's nothing to do with whether you like them or don't. So that rifle ain't going to be admitted. It can't. There's no connection. What is it? Well, he owned it. We found it. Really? You found it? I found it. And did you ever read? Oh, you must go back. Please read the indictment or read the affidavit. The way there. This language, this guy goes from monosyllabic mumbling teen to some pretty, I think, interesting prose. It's a dog. In the case of the dog. And then the admission. And these people, just because he's got to be guilty. For a couple of reasons. Number one, Candace can't be right. They hate Candace. They hate her. They hate her with a passion. They don't want her to be right. They don't want you to understand. They cannot stand Candace Owens. Candace Owens, God damn you, hate her. They hate her. She can't be right. And Erika, oh my God. And every time she speaks, everybody's rolling tape, as we say. It gets better and better and better and better. You can't believe what you're seeing. I have learned that people in our world, our society, react to things that sometimes really surprise you. For example, give me an example. Remember, you've heard the story about Savannah Guthrie, right? Now they say there's another, either a fake ransom note or something that says we know where the woman is. I don't know, the body or the woman or the Nancy Guthrie. I don't know. But let me tell you what's going to happen. Or what happens? Today's show thought, this is going to be our show. She's coming back. She's going to wear a yellow dress because when she wears a yellow dress, the whole country is going to be in love with her. And this has consumed the nation. We know this. And we're going to have special crowd control. And here it is, the moment she's back. You know what happened? Nothing. Nothing. I mean, they were sad. Nobody cares about it. Nobody. There's a way you've got to figure things out. You've got to be able to tell yourself, you know what? This really doesn't make any. This is really something. This has to be something. You've got to understand how people think. By the same token, here comes Candace. And Candace comes around. Remember, Candace was terrific. She talked about Brigitte Macron. Okay, people liked it. It was very interesting. Great, very thorough. But nobody, she hit a nerve like Erika. People love it. I don't know her. And Candace is smart. She says, you want Erika? I'll give you Erika. And we'll go through things like you can. And then everybody else inspired to go through everything. Did you see now what they're going through? They're going through the personal, or the real property that these TPUSA people own. Multi-million-dollar homes where you're buying. It's just, where is this money coming from? How does this work? Oh, this is going to be bigger than anything you've seen. And when they catch somebody and they get somebody's ass in a crack, they're going to say, okay, talk to us. They'll say, okay, I'll say something. What do you want me to say? You do know this is going to blow up, right? You do know this. You do know. And these TPUSA and Erika is so stupid. She should run for the hills and be done and hope to God they forget her name. But she can't do it. She can't get out of the limelight. She can't do it. Neither can these other people who keep doing a show called the Charlie Kirk Show. Are they stupid? Forget the name. Forget it. Talk about the TPUSA show. They don't get it. These are the most stupid people I've ever seen in my life. They feel, and I've seen this before, people feel, I hate to keep using this word, bulletproof. They feel like they've got nothing to worry about. They feel like they're so smart, so loved, so rich, so powerful. They don't have to. They just don't have to. You've seen this. Kristi Noem, her husband. Did you see? Of course you did. The cross-dresser. You knew she knew about this. Don't tell me she didn't know about this. She didn't tell. President Trump didn't know this. President Trump didn't know this. His security team, his CIA, his FBI didn't know that this freak. Did you see? Do you know what people are saying? What when they see them? This guy with the artificial. This is no. Do you see what happens? They feel bulletproof. They feel like I don't have to worry about that. Are you kidding me? This is and you know who did this, right? You know the story, right? You know the story. You know who turned this guy in, right? She did. And Corey Lewandowski turned it on him. He's the one. Why? So she can maybe she can be with Corey. Maybe it'll help out with the divorce. And he's going to turn around and say, okay, great, terrific. Now let's talk about where's all that money you pocketed. Did Corey get it? All that money you took from the government? All these programs that were wait till you see that's going to start spinning. How does this happen? What's going on? You got Kash Patel. I'm getting laid. His girlfriend, the country singer, shit can him. What did Pam Bondi do? Pam Bondi, I think, was a good soldier. I don't know. I don't think she's incompetent. But where does this come from? And thank God, Dan Bongina, notice how quiet he is? Watch what happens. Watch what happens. He's going to go with the Dan, yeah, keep it quiet. Just do your podcast. Talk about, your haircut or whatever it is, but just let it ride. Don't. And don't go after Candace. Whatever you do, do not do this. This is incredible. Do you see this? Can you? Now think about this. During Biden, we had, Hunter Biden, that was true. And Joe Biden was, kind of weird, but he may have done something, maybe showered with his daughter or something, but it was a Hunter Biden. We didn't have this. What they're saying right now is they're saying, yeah, Biden may have been crazy, but he doesn't say F this and I'm gonna nuke Iran by 8:00 tomorrow night. I mean, no. Do you just tell me you understand what's happening here? This is about to blow up. I've never seen anything like it. Everything is and not an 11, it's at a 20. It's turned up. And meanwhile, the cable news folks, Fox News, we're on the moon. We're going to the moon. Hey, look, isn't that great? Hey, look, yay! And they're going to say, we found thank God. Listen, anytime we rescue an American, it's terrific. But what about the rest of the story? There's no other story. Oh, yes, there is. At least they say there is. And they think that staying within this cable news world, that this is the country. What's J.D. Vance going to do? You know what he's doing? He's like, I got to get out of here. I got to get the hell out of here. This stink is going to stick to me, and I don't want it. What is he going to do? And he's no prize either, by the way. Because remember, he's like this with Peter Thiel. He's very serious. Do you grasp this? Tell me you understand this. Who are you going to vote for? Right now, if I could ask you right now, who is your, because Trump can't run again. And remember, make Trump Trump again. The Trump that we knew and we loved, that guy, I don't know who this is. But when Trump was in his prime, he was the best. He was oh man. Who are you going to vote for? Who? Tell me. Tell me. Who are we going to vote for? Tell me. Somebody says, I would never vote for Trump again. Well, you can't. He won't be running again. Who is it? Rubio? Marco Rubio? J.D. Vance? I have a belief. This is what you always say. That the people who are running the Republican Party don't give a damn about you. What you think, what you want is their guy or gal. Probably a guy. The Democrats either. Do you see where they found AOC in a Yankees suite at a ball game at a Yankee Stadium? Federal shutdown, and she's now these people, they don't know what they're doing. They're going to be the anti-Republican. They're going to be the beneficiary of, well, we're not Trump and all that kind of stuff. I don't know what they're about. I have no idea. They're so corrupt, it's not even funny. They're demented. So who's it going to be? Who is it going to be? Now, Candace Owens cannot run for office. She cannot run. I mean, she can, but if she's there's no reason. She will destroy her ability. She is so powerful as it is. The power, the enjoyment, she'll never be Candace again. When you put somebody in the White House, you kill them. You seal them off. And you forever destroy them, their family, their children, her children. I mean, let's face it, she's almost the president now. No. That is over. Nobody will want to be president. Are you kidding me? There are some people in the old days who really stick to it. But who is it? Who is the person out there that really does something? Who is the person? Remember when Ron Paul was at least different. Jon Stewart loved him. He was different. We need something different. I used to be totally against any kind of a third party. Not anymore. Not anymore. You can have these. I don't care. Throw my vote away, whatever you want to call it. You can have these parties are a waste of my time. Complete waste of my time. And it may be, theoretical, a theoretical vote, but I want somebody who embodies a way of thinking that was the best of the best. And I love America first. I want America only. And I want to believe and have people who run and live by this notion called actually what it is it's the Constitution. It's very, very simple. We've had it. Now, let me tell you something. Thomas Massey's out there, the Joe Kents, those are a people. You can laugh all you want, but they're speaking to somebody and they're coming across as a trailblazer. You know who else, believe it or not, don't rule her out, is Marjorie Taylor Greene. Don't rule her out. She's a very good politician, but And again, you might have personality difficulties or whatever it is, but we're looking for somebody who is completely different. We need something. Ron DeSantis, a very good point, said from, you know what, he may not have been the most, charismatic. What he's doing in Florida, I think, is terrific. We need something like that. We need something really bold. I think, and I can't speak for everybody here, and I don't want to speak because this is not my deal. I'm not running for office. This is not a political channel, as it were. But I think we have to ask ourselves, what is it that we really believe in? And we have to have these ideas. When we talk about this, a strong, rational defense, a realistic defense. No matter what you want to know, people are not going to, they don't want you to hear this. But nobody is going to attack us. Nobody. I mean, they can do it, but even at our worst, nobody's going to do it. It's just not going to happen. It's not. So the idea that we need a military for what? What do we need a military for? Why do we have 800 or so, bases in 80 countries? What are we doing? Please tell me that. What does this have to do? Do you want that? What are we trying to do? Tell me. Tell me. What do we need all these bases for? Can anybody tell me? Do you really think it's to do what? Who are we keeping in line? It's not for you. It doesn't benefit us in the least. In the least, it doesn't matter. It's over with. This military insanity. Why? Because in the military-industrial complex, we've got you talk about AIPAC. You can't even get near defense lobbying. What's the first thing a general wants to do when he gets out? He goes right to work for them. Oh my God. You work on a board on Raytheon or something. You're on a board. Oh my God. And the stock deals, or you can be a neocon, or you can be a John Bolton, or one of these. I mean, these people they're out of control. They're out of control. So military, reasonable. I want to care more about domestic. What are you going to do for me domestically? What's the number one concern you have right now? You and your family. Tell me. What's the number one? One word. Don't go into detail. What are you the most important about? What are you concerned about? What is it? Tell me. What do you think? What is it? Cost of living, very good. It's the economy, stupid. Draft, the draft, chemtrail, devaluing dollar, chemtrails. By the way, they're called geoengineering, by the way, not chemtrails, but go ahead. You're right about that. Okay. What is it? Clear food, water, air, money. Money's it. That's it. And what do you think? What is the problem behind that, dare I say? What do you think is the problem? What is the number one? What is the number one thing? Number one, economy and housing. That's more like it. What is it? Healthcare costs, horrible. God's missing and trafficked children. Thank you, Jude Curtis. Thank you. Censorship, very good. Military-industrial complex, very good. My money, good for you. Let me explain to you. I'm going to give you something that is going to be the hardest thing to quantify, but I think you will agree with me. I hope you agree with me. And it's something like this. I want America to be, not America again, I don't know what they're great again, whatever. I want it to be sane. There's this insanity that I'm seeing. There's a whole bunch of people. I think the number one issue that you will feel the most and appreciate me the most is to make you feel safe. I want you to be safe. Do you hear what I'm saying? I want you to be safe. And I want to scare the shit out of people who want to hurt you or your family. I want to go back to something you've never seen before. It's a law enforcement movement. It starts at the grassroots level. And we go full tilt. More police, more trained police, stronger police, no DEI. Nobody sitting around with a Cardi B glasses and some bubble butt talking on their phone who can't run 30 feet. Number one in mind. First things first. Broken windows. I want this country to be absolutely, positively the safest place. And it changes immediately. And I mean, we really start. I mean, we go after this stuff. And that means we're going to take some places and we're going to have cooperatives. We're going to have prison systems. And we're going to go in states and in places. It doesn't cost as much as you think. And we're going to warehouse these people. Not just everybody. Not drug offenders. No. Violent criminals. Children, predators. We absolutely break it off in them. Do you hear what I'm saying? Absolutely, positively, 100%. I want to scare the shit out of people. There's a new sheriff in town, and you're going to hear about it. Century Club. I mean people, not the death penalty, but just people who just don't belong. And here's what I want to do. You ready for this? I'm going to take this ComStat that Giuliani did, and I'm going to take it nationwide. Do you know that in New York City, don't quote me, out of, 7 million, 8 million, whatever the number is, there might be, believe it or not, 2,500 people, maybe even less than that, who are the problem. Most people are not the problem. Out of a city this big, the people who do the most repeat offense, and we know who they are. Might be 1,200, might be 2,500 people. That's it. We know who they are. And we go after them. And we target them. Big time. We change everything. I mean it. Everything else, I don't care about any other country. I don't care about it. Whatever you do, that's your problem. Have a nice day. And if you want to talk to me about, the women can't wear a veil. Excuse me. Let me tell you about Detroit. Let me tell you what's going on here. Let me tell you about Chicago. Let me tell you about the shootings. Let me tell you about another thing, too. There's something I don't know what this is. We are having, and I don't know how in the hell I would ever even do this, but I'm so tired of it. We are inbreeding and producing morons, monosyllabic, gibberish spewing cretins, homozygotic, inbred cockroaches. I don't know who these people are. They do nothing. They can't communicate. I don't know what the purpose. They're born like this. I don't know where it's from. I don't know where they're from. Here. What? Let's go. Go on. Let's go. Go where? Where are we going? I'm not going to pay you anything. Oh, yes, you are. No, I'm not. No. That's over with. The gravy train's over with. Kids will help. I got no problem with school lunch programs, breakfast, no problem with that. Kids, no problem. But some fat ass who's sitting on his or her ass doing nothing all day with a criminal record? No. And that sets oh my God. That sets the record. And here's the thing. This would really get people. You want to have low-income housing? Great. Guess what we're going to do? We're going to change the priority. If you don't have a record, you have top dibs. We've already built them. Okay. Can you keep this place clean? Yeah. Can you? Are you respectable? Are you no criminal record? You're in. Who are you? 5-time loser? Sorry. We'll get to you somewhere. We'll get about you later. You're a menace. You're on your own. I don't know you anything. We got a wait list. You're not on the wait list. I'm not going to build something for you. These people are good. They've shown that they can work along. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you figure this out, but we're going to say this business about illegal aliens, it is over, over, over. You got that? Whether it's ICE, DHS, I don't care. Don't even give me this stuff anymore. Right off the bat. Big, big, big. At all the airports, at all the way. Understand something. You don't want to come to this country if you're going to stay here for a long time and you don't want to be a part of the process. Start applying now. Don't think you're going to slip into the radar and you're going to work and you're going to be a lovable, bartender or waiter and you're going to, hey, you put your kids go, no, 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 no exceptions. I can't do it to your country. You can't do it to mine. That's it. Don't come here unless you plan to apply by the rules. You ready for this? We're going to biometrically scan you. We will know where you are. It's over. It's done. It's finished. This replacement nonsense is over with. Period. End of discussion. And schools, I don't even know where to start. I don't even know where to start. The first thing we do is we take the bureaucracy and we invert it. Put all the money in frontline teachers and all these administrators, get out. Figure something out. Sell shoes. Go someplace else. I'm first district, want to get out. We don't need you. Well, I'm a district. No. You're a bureaucratic. You're lard. You're a waste of time. Get out. Get out. Frontline. And when the kid shows promise, black, white, green, Chinese, I don't care. You are going to be given all that we're going to treat you like you are gold. The same way we do athletes. You are going to be it. We want to have this to be a magnet. We have the best schools with the best people, and we will take care of you. We will. We're going to put all of our emphasis on you, but you're going to stay in this country. And I sure as hell am telling you, if you come from another country, if you come from India, whatever, it's great. You're going to stay here. You don't learn here and then leave. I want this to be an educational powerhouse. The best, the brightest. I want to be the most. STEM is going to be it. And I don't care about District 2 high school football. I don't care. It's stupid. Nothing's going to happen. You're not going to go to college. You're not going to get a scholarship. Nobody cares. It's stupid. It's a waste of time. You want to go into sports? Go ahead, be my guest. Let somebody else independently do it. But our schools, we're subsidizing sports, but not education. Think about that. A school is subsidizing education. No, sports teams. What is going on here? Okay. Back to the basics of love. Lukenbach, Texas. Absolutely. And I mean it. I mean it. And I don't even want to hear about any other country until I don't want to hear about it. Right here. Potholes, power. I want to fix this place. Crime down. I'll talk about Lebanon later. I don't care. This is the United States of America. It's not Lebanon. They're not talking about us. No, they're talking about us, but negatively. This is ridiculous. So understand, my friends, welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. And I love to say it, but I think it's true. Candace Owens brought us together. She lit a fire under her ass, and we're going to show these people we mean business. We're not kidding. This isn't a joke. And you can call us whatever you want. Conservative, right wing. I don't care. I don't care. Just watch the votes and watch what happens. Because somebody just, and it's not, believe me, if you think it's the Democrats, partly, it's the Republicans too, because they work together. That's the deep state. Two sides of the same coin. Does that make sense? Let me ask you something. Are you feeling good? Are you feeling good? Or are you feeling dejected? Are you feeling empowered? Or are you feeling kind of down? I want you to feel empowered. I want you to feel good. I want you to feel good. I want you to be happy. I want you to remember we're in charge. Don't let these bastards get you down. Don't let them do it. It's very easy to say, oh, God. We're in charge. You understand this? We're in charge. We're in charge. And understand that somebody brought up the Epstein list. Epstein, it's not the list. We don't care about the list. It's a diversion. That's not it. The list, but there are many Epsteins in the world. It's. But under my system, people who do that to children are hurt. Hurt. Listen to what people are saying. I'm tired of honest people getting shat on. The ones cheating the system have a lot more mansions, electronics. Absolutely. Absolutely. This is it. Look at this. Journalist Candace Owens showed county recording documents proving Erika's mom submits LLC papers every year, doesn't pay taxes on them. We don't want TPUSA to be a front for tax evasion. You hear this? No more IRS. Kamala and Candace. Prayer mats in Times Square are in charge. Yeah. Can you believe that? Let me tell you something. Protect children is right. It's very, very simple. But I want you to feel. I want you to support the people who go out there and we're here every day, spreading the good word. That's all. That's all. But you can't lose your fight. You got to be positive. I want you to be happy. This is still the best country. It could be a lot better. A lot better. A lot better. And we're going to do it. I'm telling you. And you say anything you want. And don't feel like you're a part of some kind of an affiliation. Like, well, you know, I'm a conservative. I can't say no. Nay. All right? You got it? All right. Do me a great favor, my friend. I want you to do me a favor. First, I want you to do something which is so important. I want you to be a part of this great groovy thing, and I want you to listen very carefully, and I want you to be a part of our world here. And I want you to do something interesting. I want to show you something here, which is very, very important. Very, very important. Where is this? Oh, hang on. I'm going to show you something here. This is pretty groovy. Because you're a pretty groovy person. You're very groovy yourself. Hang on a minute. Is that it? Is that it? Nope, that's not it. That's not it. Is that it? That's not it. Where in the... Oh, here we go. Here we go. There's something called Little Words Project. Let me just give you this link. Keep it handy. This benefits Mrs. L. This is called Little Words. It's called Give Back the Warriors. And for every purchase that doesn't go to me, it's you support her and goes to a great cause. I'm going to give you the link. Act accordingly. That's it right there. You got it? That's the link. She is busting her hump and how she is constantly told that you can't monetize this and you can't monetize that because it's the most frustrating thing, but she keeps going. That's a brand new project. So I ask you to support her. Not compulsory, but there are people out there you have no idea. You have no idea what is going on. And there are so many people just like her who are independently trying to change, make the world better. And they're up against, big money, big money. Let me tell you something. With all this talk about AIPAC couldn't get near what big tech does. Big tech owns Congress, owns it. And I'm telling you, that's the thing which is going to destroy this country. You understand this? You understand what I'm saying? 55 likes. Come on, we got to go to 500. Hit that like button. Look at Edie Crowley. Come on, let's go. You got to support this thing. I'm just small potatoes compared to these people. I'm just doing the best I can. It's just little old me. I don't have a producer. I don't have anybody. It's me and my wife. That's it. I shit you not. That's it. Period. You and me. And they're knowing this. And this week, well, pretty soon I'm going to be on with we're going with Jimmy Dore and Coach Colin. We're going to get these people. I was on with Redacted today. Natalie Moore. Oh, I'm going to spread. Grandpa's going to show people who's boss. Oh, yeah. Because there's a whole lot of people watching now for the first time and say, hey, this isn't bad. This doesn't have to be, wearing a hair shirt. Come on. We're fun. We're here. We were here first. No, I'm not on Rumble. I'm only doing this. I only do it's hard enough. It's hard enough here. It's hard enough to do this as well, but I'm just here. Okay? Let me tell you something, because this is 11 more likes, guys. Come on, guys. Hey, guys. I need 11 more. Let's get the merch going. Come on, guys. Hey, Cash, will you help? I'm getting laid. All right. You have no idea when I do that. I get like a headache. My eyes go like that. Can you believe this? Isn't it embarrassing sometimes? Like, Cash, for the love of God. Somebody get this guy a piece of ass because something's not right. Something is not right. This is like the wildest thing. Seriously. It's incredible. All right, my friends. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hey, guys. That's gonna be my t-shirt. Hey, guys. But you got to understand this. It's not the way other people say it. You have to do the crossed eye thing. You have to do it with a kind of a fitful exuberance. You have to show something that's over and above the insanity. In any event, all right, my friends, don't forget, please follow Mrs. L at Lynn's Warriors. Follow her. Lynn's Warriors. Say something. Support her. And listen, don't you let these bastards get you down. We're going to win this thing. You have no idea. I told you I've got a friend of mine, Vinny, a little strange. He told me one time, he says, remember, we can drown them in our urine. And I said, I don't know what that means. And he said, there's more of us. There are so many of us. They have no idea. No matter what. If all of us work together to vote, you can have all the money in the world. You can pay anybody you want. We'll vote you out of office. We're powerful. And the first thing we have to do is we can't lose sight of what we're doing. We can't lose faith. We have to just proceed. You understand? Great. All right, dear friends, have a great and a glorious and a beauteous day. I love yous. I love yous. We will talk tomorrow. I'm going to get some other stuff as well. Watch the video I put today up about the shooting iron. How it wasn't shot. It wasn't fired. That's why the dogs didn't find it. All right, my friends, have a great and glorious day. We love you. Don't forget. Until then, remember, the monkey's dead. Show's over. See you. That.